Welcome to the Six Hockey pregame show. I'm Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers. The Don Mills Flyers taking on the Vaughan Kings tonight, Liam, and we're looking forward to getting to see some great young talent from these two teams.
Oh, especially with this league, the GTHL is known for producing so many potent offensive, defensive, and goaltending talent in the NHL. Players like Mitch Marner don't start with the Toronto Maple Leafs, they start in this league. I mean, you never know who you'll be able to see at this age level. It's always going to be fun.
Well, let's take a look at who we're going to be seeing tonight. First for the Don Mills Flyers on the forward side for them.
The forwards for the Don Mills Flyers, Dylan Edwards is the centerpiece. He's quick, he's a versatile offensive player. He'll move wherever the coach needs him to move. He plays defensively well, he plays offensively well. And he's got two guys around him that are able to make some noise. Marko, Saroglou, he's a skilled power forward. You know, he's cut like a guy that's able to move players without the puck. Doesn't need to stick check all the time because he's just so burly and moving kids around. Hudson Cummings, he's a strong two-way center. He's able to move forward and move back. He plays well in his own zone, in the offensive zone, and he kills penalties too, which might be critical against a potent Vaughan Kings power play.
Well, we'll take a look now at the forwards for the Vaughan Kings, centered by Anselmo Rego. We know this is a very depth team, but who's starting tonight for them?
Oh, and Rego is just a tremendously individually skilled player. He's a strong puck handler, and he's confident when he has the puck on his stick. He doesn't mind going forward to make plays. Cole BARRETT and Ben McIsaac, not skilled in their own right, but they're able to move the puck around. They get into the dirty areas, they fish pucks out, and that's important because you can't have a ton of skill on every line. It can't be all three players trying to put the puck in the net. Sometimes you need guys to facilitate.
Yeah, I'm not sure who has the edge tonight in terms of the starting lineups. Obviously, the Vaughan Kings are probably a deeper team, but Anselmo Rego, a lot of the time the offense starts with him, especially on that top line.
Oh, and Rego, I mentioned before, just his ability on the puck is almost like nothing else that we see in this league. He stands out every time he's on the ice. He's such a centerpiece for this Vaughan Kings team, and for a team that likes to move the puck down along the boards on the solo rushes and creating chances 2-on-1, that's where he shines, moving the puck over the blue line.
Let's take a look now at the defensive side of things. We'll start with the Don Mills Flyers, and Luca Morelli is a highlight on that line, but who's starting tonight for them, for the Flyers?
Morelli, you mentioned, great defensive IQ. It's rare that he's ever going to get caught out of position. He works well in his own zone. He defends the play well. He cuts out passing lanes. Ben Zaretsky is a sturdy kid. It's hard to knock him off the puck. Even when he's off the puck, though, he's able to make plays using his size. He'll put himself in front of the net, taking away passing lanes, and that's important for a stay-at-home defenseman.
And he sure pairs well with Morelli, who likes to be on the offensive side of the puck quite a bit. Take a look at the other side of things for the Vaughan Kings, who's starting on D for them.
We mentioned the defensive strength of that Don Mills pair, Marko. It's his first year in AAA, but there's a lot to like about this kid. He works well in his own end, cuts away passes, is able to play well 2-on-1, and that's a skill that you might need to have in this league that play will move so north and south quickly. And Andrew Lanny, he's a play driver. He's got high hockey IQ. He's able to make plays in the offensive zone, but he's not too shabby in his own zone as well.
And Luca Morelli, boy, is he ever a bright spot on defense for the Don Mills Flyers. It's not just his defensive play, but offensively he runs the power play, and a lot of the time 5-on-5, the offense runs through him.
Yeah, and it's peace of mind for a coach because you know that you can play him in any scenario and you'll be able to be successful. If you need a goal, you put him out there. You need to stop a goal from going in, and you put him out there again. And lucky for him, he's got some good stamina. The kid plays a lot of minutes every night, and that's something that's very, very important to this Don Mills team.
Well, let's take a look at the guys stopping pucks today. Cole Stevens will be between the pipes, usually the backup for the Vaughan Kings from the Toronto Junior Canadiens, but we want to highlight Jayden Tang between the pipes, who he's going to be getting tough tonight playing a strong Vaughan offense.
Yeah, and Jayden Tang, 3 shutouts in 5 games in 2018-19 with this Don Mills team. Stands at 5'10", not the biggest goalie you're going to see in this league, but he uses his size effectively. Says that he models his game after Jordan Binnington. So don't just look for him to excel between the pipes. You also have to look for that tenacity.
Yeah, we sure do, and we're looking forward to getting this one underway tonight as we're just about set for puck drop. That does it for us here on the Six Hockey pregame show. From Thomas West and Liam Crothers will be on the call. Puck drop is next. Welcome to Westwood Arena. The Vaughan Kings and the Don Mills Flyers, an undefeated Vaughan Kings team. This is a presentation of the 6 Hockey Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers. And Liam, what are we looking forward to tonight?
Well, it's going to be an interesting game because this Vaughan Kings team, as you said, is undefeated, but head coach for the Don Mills Flyers, Anthony Holyoke, does like to give his players opportunities. He's got a young team here, a lot of AAA first-timers and some second-year players as well.
The puck there was chipped past Ben McIsaac. Now it's brought back the other way by the Vaughan Kings. Chipped into the zone. Rago has it in the corner. Trying to get through a man. Rago trying to cut his way to the middle. Now he's behind the net. Jayden Tang, the big goalie for the Don Mills Flyers there. Rago's on it once again. A shot to the middle, and now a chance for the Flyers as they come back the other way. Defended there in the corner, now behind the net. Rago on it again. Rago behind the net, looking for a man. Now he's just going to dump it all the way out to center. Almost found his man Cole BARRETT there, who was stretching through the center ice. Puck in the neutral zone now. Brought back to the middle, Don Mills, and going down there behind the net was Dylan Edwards, a star player here for the Don Mills Flyers, as the puck is thrown all the way back into Don Mills territory. In the neutral zone now, flipped in by Sturge. Jayden Sturge. Behind the net once again. Giacomo Martino is trying to pressure there, but he can't quite do it. All the way back the other way. Shot to the middle there, and it looked like it might have been a save by Cole Stevens, the goalie for the Vaughan Kings, and a whistle.
You mentioned Cole Stevens, typically the number 2 in this tandem. Mason Vicari does take up most of the starts for this Vaughan Kings team, but Coach Peter Sarno deciding to go with Stevens as number 2. And obviously Tang on the other side, a big goaltender, faces a high volume of shots, and the Don Mills Flyers rely on him for a lot of their production between the pipes.
Well, it was a big play in front of the net there. Star player Dylan Edwards for the Don Mills Flyers was coming right in there on Cole Stevens, but he was able to be pushed off the puck by a good defensive play. Giacomo Martino is going to lose that draw. Lewicki, and it's going to be hit all the way back down in the zone. Stevens picks it up behind the net now, throwing back on the boards. Puck is flipped up through center. Martino working it into Jackson Mayo. Now he finds him. Kind of scuffed on the boards right there. Now it's chipped all the way back out through center ice. Right behind the net of Jayden Tang for the Don Mills Flyers. Breaking out of their own zone. Puck is flipped up through center. Now a line change there for both teams and a whistle.
And it's been obvious so far that the Vaughan Kings are driving play. I mentioned Rago's name a few times, and Martino as well. Those two players have definitely had the puck following them around here in the first couple minutes.
And Stefan Ferjone, number 87 for the Vaughan Kings, likely to get into this game, and now he will, as he's the center iceman. Streetsy there on the wing as well. Puck is chipped out, and it's Callow there, keeping it in. No, he can't quite do it. It's chipped all the way back the other way. 2-on-1, a shot there, and a good blocker save by Cole Stevens. On the boards once again, Vaughan is going to be able to bring it out through center ice. Don Mills, nice job to hold it in behind the net of Stevens. Puck flipped up. Lanny through center ice. Trying to break his way in. Luciano SUPINO, and the puck is going to be flipped up and another whistle.
That was a good stop on that rush from the Don Mills Flyers from Stevens. Obviously a rebound opportunity, but he was able to blocker it into the corner, and that rebound control is very important in the early stages of this game.
And you mentioned Cole Stevens, usually the backup, but he's done a great job through the first couple of shots so far. A couple high danger chances. Dylan Edwards going to the net on one of them. A fantastic blocker save. Puck chipped behind the net now. In the corner, is it going to come out? Yes, it just will. Just out of the zone of the Vaughan Kings. Now still in their own zone, trying to get it out from the defense. Puck flipped in. Cole BARRETT was out on the wing. Now he's going to chase the puck behind the net. Don Mills in possession, though, trying to get it out. And they will through center ice, a 2-on-2. Good defensive help from Gill. Throw into the middle. Saroglou, and no shot there on Stevens. As the puck is turned over. Rago. It's past him. Puck flipped back. Fraser trying to get that one in the zone, but it hit a man. And now it's picked up once again. Ben McIsaac throwing it in the zone. Now Martino behind the net, a whole bunch of speed for Martino. He's still on the puck. Holding it, trying to cut his way to the middle, can't quite do it. Possession still with the Vaughan Kings as Lanny's going to throw it in behind the net. And breaking out of their own zone are the Don Mills Flyers, flipped all the way, not quite into the zone of the Kings. Through center ice now, just onside, as Nathan Fair is seeing his first action in this game. Back the other way comes Don Mills over the blue line. Trying to get a shot away now. He's pushed into the corner. Stevens guarding the post. Lanny is in there on defense as well. Possession with the Vaughan Kings. Can they get it out? Forechecking there was Zach Krolicky. And now he's going to bring the puck in offside.
And so far in this game, there's been a lot of play along the boards. So for the Vaughan Kings, they're going to look for Denver Geyer because he is one of the bigger players on that back end. He's a guy who can get into the corners, use his body weight to try to separate players from the puck.
Yeah, he's a big guy and a powerful skater as well. Looking to see more of him, definitely. As the puck is thrown back behind the net in the zone of the Don Mills Flyers. Verjone trying to get a shot away, can't quite do it. Callow's just going to flip it into the corner, centering pass attempt. And it's still in the middle as Verjone can't quite get it on net. He might have been stick checked there by Jessom in front, and it's going to be covered up by Tang.
Verjone, the center iceman, a very smart player. He's got his position perfectly there in between the hash marks, and as the puck comes to him here, obviously he's trying to put himself in a position for a rebound, but that one scooped up by Tang, and the stoppage of play on the post. Well done to slide across and close up that gap.
I didn't even see that initially, but Streetsy was right there on the doorstep. Nice job by Tang to get the pad to the post and make sure that puck doesn't come in. The arm of the referee is going to be high, and we're going to get a penalty as soon as the Vaughan Kings touch the puck. I believe this is going to go against Vaughan as the whistle's blown. What are we seeing here, Liam?
Well, and obviously right there, Verjone in a little bit of a scuffle, and the referee decides that hit is a little bit late. Some interference run by the center iceman for the Vaughan Kings, and he will be spending 2 minutes or less in the box as Don Mills tries to convert on the first power play opportunity of the game for either side.
Well, and how about this? An early power play for the Don Mills Flyers, who are definitely a bit of an underdog in this game, but a 1-0 lead could definitely give them a momentum here early on. Edwards is playing the point. Take a look at him on the power play for the Don Mills Flyers as it's thrown behind the net and a chance to clear. They can't quite do it. Edwards is able to keep it in. Now Don Mills will reset and try and get set up here on this power play right to the middle. Gill down low. Stevens had to be sharp there as the puck is flipped all the way down the ice right on net to Jayden Tang, who will carefully play that back to Dylan Edwards, who will try to set this one up. Puck thrown through the middle of the ice. And a good poke check there by Rago. Behind the net once again. Nothing set up quite yet on this power play for the Don Mills Flyers. But now they have possession. Throw into the middle, and Stevens had a lot of net open on that far side, and now it's played behind the net by the Don Mills Flyers. Now the puck is going to be flipped all the way out by Cole Barrett with a minute left in this power play.
And Morelli, the defenseman there, jumping up into the play, down below the red line, and he was in Gretzky's office trying to look for an opportunity out in front of the net. Nothing came to fruition, though.
A lot of this play coming from behind the net for the Don Mills Flyers, and well, Vaughan would be happy just to keep it right there, especially when it's on the power play, as Dylan Edwards is going to pick this one up. Back to the point now once again. Puck is flicked in. Luca Morelli playing the point there for the Don Mills Flyers on this power play. 33 seconds to go on the power play. Down low. Saroglou. Cole Barrett will flip it out again, and the second clear of this power play. Boy, he's been out there the whole time, but what a great penalty kill there by Barrett.
Yeah, he's an important player for this Vaughan Kings team. He's a little bit undersized, not exactly a big player for the Vaughan Kings, but he's certainly important in the way that they've been killing this penalty.
Puck pinned to the boards, killing off valuable seconds on the power play, and that's going to do it. Jayden Tang will watch that one go behind the net, and it's a speedy play there by the forwards for the Vaughan Kings as it's kept in. And now, as soon as they've killed that penalty, right back on the attack of the Don Mills Flyers. So no goal for Don Mills there. Not a bad power play, a few chances, but they got to get something on net on this power play. Sturge there for the Kings trying to hold the line. Now it's down below. Shot to the middle, and Streetsy was just about able to put that one through, but Tang, a nice save. Puck is chipped back in behind the net of the Don Mills Flyers. No, not quite. Now it goes down low for Joni. For Joni below the net. Trying to generate something from down low are the Vaughan Kings. Chipped out once again. They're still on it. Played back to the point. Sturge now goes D to D to Kalela. That's his throwing down low. Streetsy. As for Joni in front of the net, can't quite get it to him. Still in the possession of Vaughan. Relentless pressure here on the Don Mills Flyers after killing off that penalty. As we see Fair going to the middle, shot there, and a bit of a scream, but a nice save by Jayden Tang.
And Kalela there, the play running through him a couple of times. He was able to make some nice keeps along the boards. And that was a tremendous play there for the Vaughan Kings. A good stretch of play as they were able to keep possession and try to hem Don Mills in here.
Yeah, and that's certainly what they did. That's exactly what you want to do after the power play. No chance to score for 2 minutes. Well, try and get as much back as you can. And, well, it's been at least 2 minutes of pressure here for the Vaughan Kings as the puck is now chipped out. A bit of an opportunity for Don Mills, and we're going to get another whistle. .6:33 to go here in this first period. Took Vaughan about 10 minutes to start getting a couple shots on net, and they had to kill off a penalty, but now 4 shots on goal in quick succession in the last couple of minutes as the puck is played all the way back down across the line into the zone of the Don Mills Flyers. Thrown out in front, and Jayden Tang might have been able to poke that one away as it's all the way back down to the other goalie, Cole Stevens. Behind the net once again, Callow is going to try and backhand that puck out. Now it's turned over. A chance to the middle, and another whistle.
Yeah, not a tremendous play there from Callow. As you're trying to exit your zone, you try to make the pass into the neutral zone, but obviously it was knocked down, and lucky for the Vaughan Kings there is a turnover in a very dangerous area. Doesn't come to fruition for the Don Mills Flyers.
Yeah, it looked like that one was offside, and very fortunate as well. Cole Stevens goes back behind the net to play it, but he's going to turn it over momentarily. Vaughan will have to try and regain possession of this one. Still behind the net, trying to get it out, not quite. In front of the net is Edwards, and he's not going to quite be able to receive the pass as it's cut off once again by the Vaughan Kings. Back the other way they come. Rago, and it's offside.
And so far in their own zone, Vaughan has looked very competent. There are a lot of players in the right spot. They're picking off those passes as Don Mills tries to feed the puck to the front of the net because those are the high danger areas where you want to be creating your chances.
5:45 to go in the first period. Shots are 5-3 in favor of Vaughan. As the puck is going to be won by the Don Mills Flyers and flicked out, but a nice hold at the line by the Kings as Rago was in there to pressure that one. Puck through the blue line, trying to cut his way to the middle there. As Luca Morelli from defense, he'll step up into the play, and one of the higher scoring defensemen on the Don Mills Flyers as the puck is played behind the net. Fired to the middle, and where is it? It was in the skates of players in front of the net, and Jayden Tang was able to locate that one. As a line change for the Don Mills Flyers, some tired players out there. Now it's flicked back through the center of the ice. Chipped into the middle once again. A chance for Edwards on the rush, but he left the puck behind. Couldn't quite get it over the line. Edwards has been all over the play in this game. A few chances in front of the net, but Stevens has had an answer every time. Behind the net once again. Callow's going to flick that one out, but turn it over in the middle. Zaretsky, and that one goes wide. Might have been off a body there. Played back around the boards. Chipped up, and Edwards is going to collect that one once again. Trying to backhand the puck in, and we got another whistle.
And you've seen that 77 for the Vaughan Kings, Matthew Callow on the ice quite a bit to start this game. And it's obvious that Coach Peter Sarno believes in him on the back end because he's been there for some key cutoffs in their own zone and trying to feed the play up through the neutral zone.
Vaughan has played well in this game, especially in the offensive zone. A shot there, and Cole Stevens is able to gobble that one up. Well, Vaughan's played well in the offensive zone, but just no finish quite yet.
Yeah, and you have to think if you're the Vaughan Kings, the opportunities, if they continue to present themselves and you continue to put yourself in good spots, you're going to be able to convert at some point. But so far, Jayden Tang has been sharp for the Don Mills Flyers.
Well, that's great puck control as well there on Stevens. It could have been a dangerous rebound, but did a great job to absorb that puck and then able to cover it up and get a whistle, and pretty much needed a line change as well for the Kings. Puck to the middle, and once again, Cole Stevens will gobble that one up. What can you say about Stevens so far in this game? He's had to face quite a few shots and some high danger chances as well.
Yeah, definitely. And as we mentioned off the top, Stevens not usually the guy for the Vaughan Kings. It's Mason Vicari currently occupying the bench, but Stevens has put himself in a good position. He's stopping the puck when he needs to. Rebound control's been good, and he's getting the stops for his team when he needs to as well.
And hey, if it's early in the season as well, this is a great time to be playing well. If there's a battle for the starting job, trying to get some ice time. That's obviously very important to Stevens. There's a shot there and a big pad save by Stevens. Sturge is going to collect that one, flick it back to center ice, and a shot is high and away there by Morelli. Shot to the middle once again, pad save by Stevens. In the corner, Martino is battling for it. Throwing back out to the point now. A shot by Morelli, blocked in front of the net. Behind the net again. Sturge. Throwing it up the boards, and it's chipped in behind the net now. Vaughan finally going to be able to get this puck out of their zone. Some nice pressure there by the Don Mills Flyers. Puck is dumped in once again. Krolicky was there. Might have gone off his stick. Edwards backhands that puck off the skate of the ref, but it's still going to get out. And Rago is going to skate that one in, but just offside. Well, an increase in shots very quickly here from the Don Mills Flyers. Some good offensive pressure.
Yeah, and a stretch for a minute there where Stevens was under siege. You get a couple of nice pad stops going both ways. He's had himself in good position to stop the puck so far.
Face-off is won by the Kings and flicked all the way down into the defensive zone of the Don Mills Flyers. Chipped out once again, a nice outlet pass. Edwards coming up the wing. Puck and, a dangerous play there into the corner. Hit right on the letters, and that is going to be a penalty. It's going to go against the Vaughan Kings.
Yeah, and that's never a scenario you want to find yourself in. That's a hard hit. Player pretty much defenseless back towards the man in the offensive zone. And as we can see here, it'll come in, and that's a rough hit right in front of the official. They're not going to miss those. Driven right into the boards. Kallela, not one of the guys that this team, the Vaughan Kings, is really going to rely on so far this year, but that's not a great penalty to take, as your team has kept up a lot of sustained pressure, but obviously the Don Mills Flyers will be able to hop onto the power play here for their second opportunity.
That was Kallela on Krolicky, and he got up quickly, which is good to see. Puck shot out and just out of the zone past the defenseman Luca Morelli. An offensive threat on the blue line for the Don Mills Flyers, especially on this power play. Is some nice penalty killing there by the Vaughan Kings, as they're able to hold it into the zone for about 10 seconds there to try and kill this one off. Puck flipped out and all the way back down. And this power play will start with Jayden Tang behind his own net, and Edwards bringing it through the center ice. Trying to get it into the zone. Can he do it? Yes, but no sustained pressure yet to try and set up this power play for Don Mills. It's their second power play of the game. So the puck is played back, now to the point, Morelli. Across once again, right into the middle, one-time shot, and Stevens got a piece of that one, and then he made another save. Down low, Morelli. Chipping into the corner to Edwards. Edwards working it back out to the middle. Now it's flipped up in the center of the ice and able to be cleared all the way back down by the Vaughan Kings. But some great penalty killing, Liam, so far for the Vaughan Kings on this one.
Yeah, and obviously Morelli, the guy on the back end, that Don Mills is going to look to drive a lot of this play through. As you can see, he quarterbacks it when they're in the offensive zone, but obviously since that brief time in the offensive zone, the Don Mills Flyers here have been having a little bit of trouble getting the puck out of their own zone.
Credit to Streetsy and Martino on this penalty kill. They've got a couple of clears so far, and the arm of the referee is up again. What is this one going to be for? It's behind the net and touched by the Vaughan Kings. So this is going to be another power play or an additional power play here for the Flyers.
And obviously you see Callow coming back over the blue line. He's got a stick into the hands of the attacking player. And Streetsy, my apologies, Streetsy on the penalty there with the slash, the stick infraction near the hands. And now Don Mills with a 2-man advantage here for 28 seconds. They've had a lot of sustained pressure in this Vaughan Kings zone, and we'll see if they can finally crack Stevens.
And how important would it be here if they could pot one on this 2-man advantage, get the momentum? It's late in the first period. We know how important it is scoring late in the period. Definitely a chance for Don Mills Flyers to gain momentum here.
Yeah, and at the very least, if this 2-man advantage isn't converted here in this first, they'll be able to carry over at least a little bit of that time into the second, but obviously you want to try to crack the goaltender before you get into the intermission and the teams have a chance to reset.
Well, let's see what happens on this power play. Looks like a timeout has been called. 2-man advantage for 28 seconds. Shots are 11-5 for the Don Mills Flyers, and we were praising the offensive play of the Vaughan Kings, but lately, what a great second half to this period offensively, penalties aside.
Yeah, and the Don Mills Flyers have definitely shown their ability to keep the puck in high danger areas. They've worked well with the man advantage, and I would say that they've worked fairly well without it. Obviously, the Vaughan Kings, an undefeated team so far, but Don Mills looking for their first win. This is how you want to play if you're going to try to break that win column.
So what's the key to this power play then here? It hasn't been able to score a goal for Don Mills quite yet.
Morelli on the back end, I mean, we've mentioned him a couple times. The play runs through him, and obviously with more people on the ice than the Vaughan Kings are going to try to get it back to him and create some scoring opportunities.
And a nice keep there by Edwards. Edwards and Morelli are going to play the point here. Edwards to Morelli. Back and forth, just like you said. Now it's down low. Back out to Dylan Edwards. Fires a shot, and it was just wide there. Cole Stevens had a look behind him after that one. Fraser. Now to Morelli. Shot there down low, and it looked like it was Gill trying to pound that one in front of the net, and it's all the way back down. Jayden Tang's going to pick that one up. So that does it there for the 5-on-3. A couple of great opportunities for Don Mills, but no goals yet in this game. 125 of power play minutes, but just 25 seconds left in the period, so that will carry over into the second. Edwards throws it back to the point, or receives it at the point, I should say, trying to push his way into the zone. 15 seconds left to go here for Vaughan. They'd love to get to the locker room with this game tied 0-0 at this point in the game. Shot there to the middle, fired just wide. Gill was in front, trying to tip that one in. A collision at the boards, picked up once again by the Don Mills Flyers. 1 second to go, and there's the horn. So we will come back in the second period with 57 seconds left in the power play, but a pretty good period all in all for the Don Mills Flyers, I should say.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Don Mills, not able to convert on that 5-on-3 opportunity. The play running between Edwards and Morelli at the back end, and maybe a little bit too passive, trying to look for that perfect pass to slide the puck in past Stevens, and he's been sharp so far. I think you're going to need to try to find yourself an opportunity to fire one past him.
Well, we take a look at the game summaries so far. What have we seen so far? 6 penalty minutes, obviously important for the Kings.
Yeah, and those penalties have been the difference maker so far, I would say, as Don Mills has been on the power play for quite a bit of this game, and maybe the Vaughan Kings going to try to come into the second period with a little bit more reserve and maybe try to be a little bit smarter instead of being aggressive as they have been, which has led them to penalty trouble.
Okay, well, we're just about set to go here for the second period. 57 seconds left in the power play for Don Mills, and it's about time that they start converting on some of these chances that Vaughan is giving them, because if they don't, it's definitely going to be difficult to try and beat them 5-on-5.
Yeah, and that 3-0-0 record for the Vaughan Kings speaks for itself. You cannot allow this team to hang on in this one. You've had a bunch of opportunities so far, and who knows if this might be your last one to try to pot one past Stevens, who has been sharp.
Face-off won by the Vaughan Kings. That's a good start for them as they're able to flick that puck all the way down into the zone. And once again, Morelli, Gill, Lamanna, and Edwards on this power play. Trying to get their top guys out there, right to the middle, and they score! Just like that, they capitalize on the opportunity. Kristian Lamanna, and it's 1-0 Flyers.
Yeah, and we had mentioned coming into the period that they needed to convert on some of their opportunities, otherwise they'd be left, trying to find other opportunities without the man advantage. A tremendous play there. Morelli throws it in front, and a beautiful tip past Stevens. That's what you needed to do. He's been sharp on those shots straight up, so you need to look for a little misdirection. Lamanna, obviously, from Morelli and Saroglou.
And it must have been a good message by the coaching staff there. Anthony Holyoke for the Don Mills Flyers. A short one at that, because there's no flood between the first and second period. But a quick turnaround and a 1-0 lead for the Don Mills Flyers, as Vaughan now has a little bit of work to do if they're trying to keep their undefeated record to a team that hasn't won a game yet in the Don Mills Flyers. As the puck is played back through center ice, all the way back down the ice. As it's chipped behind the net now. Once again, Vaughan right onto the attack after the power play, and that's exactly what they need to do, down 1-0 in this game. A battle forward at the boards, flicked all the way back down past Lanny. And he's going to have to go pick that one up in his own zone, Andrew Lanny. Flicks that puck out through center. Now back. Once again, going off for a change. Callow is on for him. A battle for it right in front of the benches there. Saroglou. Cummins there as well, getting a bit of action here. Puck flipped back down low behind the net of Jayden Tang, who's been solid on, albeit 6 shots so far for the Vaughan Kings, but he's saved every one of them, and we get a whistle here. Well, what are we expecting now? We've seen Vaughan come out pretty strong right after a Don Mills power play. Is it something about the same right now?
Well, I think the message on the bench for Sarno to his guys has been that they've taken too many penalties and they've put themselves in bad spots. So moving forward, try to tighten things up, and I think the message has worked so far as they've had some good offensive pressure and they've been battling for the pucks, and they haven't taken a penalty so far, which is a bit of a change from what we saw in the first.
And they're putting out some good players as well. Rago, the center iceman, he'll score quite a few goals for them. Jessam is going to fire that one around for the Don Mills Flyers. Poked back in once again, Jessam battling for it in the corner, flicks it up and can't quite get it out. Cole Barrett on it once again. Barrett trying to get it back behind the net to Rago. Sitting right in front of the net there is McIsaac. And now he's going to have to go back behind, see if he can get it to the D here. No, keeps possession. Throwing it down low, swapping places there with Sturge. Puck flipped out, held in there by Kallela. Still battling for it in the corner in the offensive zone for the Vaughan Kings. Throwing back, a chance to clear right now. Can they do it? Puck flipped out through center ice. They will, and it's deflected all the way back into the zone. Chance there for Streetsy, and couldn't quite get the rebound there. It was Rago on the shot. And now flipped all the way back down. Here's a bit of pressure here for the Vaughan Kings, trying to keep it up, quickly get it back into the zone before Don Mills can change. And it's covered up now by Jayden Tang.
Vaughan showing their strength in the 5-on-5 game. There's a reason that they are undefeated so far. They've had a tremendous cycle game, working it around the boards, keeping it away from Don Mills to try to create those opportunities, because if you can keep that puck moving, you open up opportunities for players to sneak into the back door or maybe find themselves out in front for an open shot.
Well, the big centerman, Stefan Forgione, is going to take the draw here for the Vaughan Kings as they try and get something going. Streetsy and Supino out there as well. A bit of a delay, but now we're ready to get the puck dropped, and the faceoff is won by Forgione. Shot to the middle. Pad save there by Jayden Tang. Streetsy now trying to throw it into the middle. Forgione is just parked there in front of the net. And Gill is going to be able to backhand that puck out, but not too far. As it's back into the zone of the Vaughan Kings behind the net of Jayden Tang battling for it there in the corner. Now flipped out, maybe a bit of a 2-on-1 opportunity in front of the net. Backhand shot right to the middle! And it's Gill who gets the goal. 2-0 Don Mills Flyers. And it looks like they may have caught Vaughan a little bit flat-footed there. and a 2-0 lead for the underdogs.
Well, against the run of play, Vaughan Kings obviously working the puck around the offensive zone. They had a lot of possession, but a quick break here, the 2-on-0, a beautiful passing play. It takes a tip off of the post and finds its way in. They don't ask how, they ask how many, and so far, it's 2 for the Don Mills Flyers and none for the Vaughan Kings.
Well, Saroglou had that great pass in front, but it was also some nice hands there by Gill to get that one past the outstretched pad of Cole Stevens, who looked sharp early on. Obviously not much of a chance on that one, but 15 shots on goal. Short periods in these games as well, and some great offensive pressure. And, well, an opportunity right now for the Vaughan Kings, at least they probably see it this way, as, prove what they can do. They're an extremely strong team trying to beat a weaker team in the Don Mills Flyers. But Don Mills has done a great job taking the game straight to Vaughan early on here. Puck is battled for there in the corner. Nathan Fair. Now it's going to be flipped up, and Dylan Edwards wasn't quite able to get a handle of that one. If he did, it would have been a one-on-one with the scoring ability of Dylan Edwards. Could be 3-0. As Martino is going to pick that one up. Martino throws it back to the point now, swapping places with the defenseman, Sturge. Chipped up once again, Kalela. Nice job to hold the line. No, he can't quite do it. It's going to come just out offside, and now the Vaughan Kings are going to have to tag up a chance here for the Don Mills Flyers to sort themselves out. Gets set up as the puck is flipped all the way back down, and it looked like it was going to be an icing, but it wasn't. Beat out there, maybe just over the red line. Chipped all the way back down once again. Right to the middle, and they score! Ben McIsaac, the goal. And now it's 2-1, and a quick answer from Vaughan.
You could only keep the Kings off the board for so long. They've been dominant in 5-on-5 play. You knew at some point that Tang was going to crack under the pressure of that tremendous offense. Play into the middle, right between the hash marks. That's where you want to take your shots. And Tang down a little bit early. That puck flops over the glove. Maybe he should have stayed on the pads a little bit longer, square himself up to the shot. But as he moved to his left, the bottom gave out from under him, and the Vaughan Kings cut the deficit in half.
Yeah, and a great shot there by Ben McIsaac, but you could see that Tang was really expecting Cole Barrett to shoot that one. Instead, he put a pass right on the tape of McIsaac. And now it's 2-1, and Vaughan is right back in this game with tons of time to go in this hockey game. Puck battling forward at the corner. Who's going to come away with it? It's chipped out of the zone. It's Don Mills, but outside the zone. Calling for that is Saroglou. Chipped in once again. Rago was battling for that momentarily, then went right to the middle. Good hockey IQ there to find the puck. Knew exactly where it was going to be, and a chance here to clear for the Vaughan Kings as it's chipped back in once again. A nice hold there by Gill, who already has a goal in this game. Trying to find Gill in the middle. Now it's played to the front. And it'll be able to be shot back out by Ben McIsaac, the most recent goal scorer for the Vaughan Kings. As now it's flipped up, and dangerous opportunity there. It was 1-on-4, and Tang makes the save.
That's an important save for Tang, obviously. The Don Mills Flyers had just given up the goal on a cross-crease opportunity, so Tang being able to stop the play, get that next shot, and let his team get a change, that's big for his confidence.
For Joni out there to take the face-off once again. He'll lose it to Lamanna, who had the first goal of this game, and now we get another whistle. Well, a nice bounce back by the Vaughan Kings, you'd have to say, as we take a look at this next play right here.
And I'm not sure what the call is for, but obviously an infraction occurring along the boards. The referees are going to determine that Morelli had tripped his man in the in the zone there, and he will spend 2 minutes or less in the box. And that's important for the Vaughan Kings because they're trying to cut down this Don Mills lead. They had done it first with McIsaac, and now with their first power play opportunity of the game, going to try to equal things up here at 2.
Yeah, and Liam, that's just got to be an example right there of, the pressure is starting to come more from the Vaughan Kings side, and that's when you start to get penalties happen right there as you see the tripping call. Play back out in front, chipped up in the middle. Back to the point once again. Lanny. Has it again, quarterbacking this power play, played back down low, throw into the middle, and Jayden Tang may have got a piece of it with the pad. No one there, though, to put in the rebound. Streetsy can't quite hold it in, back out. Lanny again. Throwing it back, trying to get set up here are the Vaughan Kings on this power play. But they can't quite do it, just 1:18 left. Nice job of killing so far by the Don Mills Flyers. And a zone entry once again, throwing back to the middle. Shot there by Martino, and it squeaks through Tang. A 2-2 game, and a power play goal for the Vaughan Kings.
That's one that Tang is going to want to have back. He'd been so sharp, but not a tremendous play on that first goal coming across. He's down too early, and this one will find its way through a fantastic cross-seam pass. You can see it sneaks right through the pads, through the 5-hole, and that's a goal that a goaltender never wants to give up. He'll say that he should have had that one, but Martino on the power play ties things up here for the Vaughan Kings.
That's a smart shot there by Martino. Saw the 5-hole was pretty wide open, shot for it, and he got a nice goal there, and it's 2-2, leveling the score. The Vaughan Kings are really coming on now. A shot there is wide of the net. Puck chip back out, and not quite down the ice. Battle for it at the boards. Now Jayden Tang is going to go out, but thinks better of it. Goes back into his net, lets his defenseman take it away. Throw him back to the middle. Sturge throws it down low. Sturge is going to hold the line once again, flip it all the way back down, just out of the reach of the forward there. Kallela, can he hold the line? Yes, he can momentarily. But eventually the puck is flipped all the way back out. Another whistle. This one might be an icing. Well, how about the comeback here by the Vaughan Kings? We thought they might be down and out early, but not the case at all.
Oh, it's a long game, and after you give up 2 in the first, the message on the bench is to keep pushing. They had been the better team. They had the run of play. The cycle was working. Obviously, we can see it's working right here as they're keeping the puck in the zone. They've had their players moving. They've had the puck moving, and that leads to good things.
Yeah, it absolutely does. We see so much pressure by Vaughan. They get the power play, they get the goal, and well, this is just what they do. An undefeated team, 3-0 so far, and well, they're looking good here in the second half of this game for sure. Puck played back down in the corner. Working his way to the middle there is fair, and a glove save by Jayden Tang. How do you bounce back if you're a goalie here? Jayden Tang, obviously the last goal he probably wants to have back, but he's got to be solid if they want to beat the Kings now.
Well, in Tang's scenario, you've given up 2 that you'd probably say you could have stopped on any other day. It's important for him to build his confidence back up. He needs a couple that he can stop. He needs a couple of rebounds to control and some stoppages to get to try to help his team get back into this, because I know that he's thinking about that in the back of his mind. The reason that this lead is where it is right now is because he's made a couple of misplays. We're going to see a penalty call here.
I'm not too sure that this one is going to be... Oh, it is going to be going against Vaughan, potentially here. Yeah, it's Streetsy there for the trip. And there you go, another opportunity for the Don Mills Flyers, and maybe this the biggest power play of all here. We're getting late in the second period, and a chance to take the lead right back. Morelli right back out there on the power play, shot to the middle, and oh, a nice defensive play there in front of the net by the Vaughan Kings. Chip down low, Lamanna. Opened the scoring in this game. Puck is chipped up and it's going to get past the defenseman there on the other side, or Edwards, I guess, a forward playing the point here on this power play for the Don Mills Flyers. Trying to set up is Don Mills. Gill. Throwing it down low. Puck is chipped all the way back out and down, and it was a chance to get that one out by Supino, and now he will as the puck is flipped up and all the way down the ice. Here comes Martino. Martino for Supino. Fires a shot. Scores! What a shot there from Luciano SUPINO. And it's 3-2 Vaughan, and that's a killer goal, especially when you're not on the power play.
Man, oh man, obviously it hurts to give up one shorthanded. You've got the man advantage working for you. Maybe a misplay by Martino in his own zone. Looked like he had an opportunity to clear it, but he jumped on the puck early. And Supino, usually the guy that's going to feed those scoring opportunities, he rifled one up into the top corner. Not much Tang can do on a 2-on-1 scenario there.
That is certainly a shot that raises some eyebrows as he was able to rip that one past Jayden Tang, who, he certainly hasn't been bad in this game. He's had opportunities that he'd probably like to have back, but still a solid game between the pipes for the Don Mills Flyers as there's still a minute left for Don Mills and, well, still an opportunity to try and tie this one up. Chris Lee there at the point. Puck in the corner once again, Krolicky. Lee is out there as well, trying to get it back to Lee. Krolicky will fire that one all the way across and able to keep it in at the point was the defender there for the Don Mills Flyers, but now it's going to be flipped all the way back down. A nice job of penalty killing so far. I mean, I guess it's always a nice job of penalty killing when you're able to score a goal shorthanded. Not expected, but a certain bonus there if you do a good job of penalty killing. And the Vaughan Kings were able to find an odd man rush, and they took advantage of it. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Edwards back out there for the Don Mills Flyers with it in the corner. Back to Morelli, just past of Edwards. In the corner once again, a battle for the puck. 3 Don Mills Flyers, and there are now 4 Don Mills Flyers as they're trying to get this one loose. Saroglou going to the middle, stopped there by Stevens, a chance, and the power play is going to expire. Puck is flipped back out now. Rago takes it back the other way, and here come the Vaughan Kings once again, all the way back into the zone. Rago cutting his way to the middle, nice defensive play. Streetsy able to stay on it, but the net is going to come loose. I mean, what can you say about the Vaughan Kings right now? It was, a weak start. They get a shorthanded goal, and they have had a ton of the pressure so far.
Don Mills coach Anthony Holyoke, he does like to give players an opportunity. We mentioned off the top, he likes to get his first-year players in there. Damian Lewecki hasn't played a ton. He's got a second-year player in AAA this year, Hudson Cummins. There's so many players on this Don Mills team that don't have a ton of experience at this level, and Vaughan has really exercised their ability so far.
Colella got leveled there at the line, but gets back up quickly, and Don Mills is able to break back into the zone. Krolicky trying to keep that one in. No, he couldn't quite do it. Or that was Nathan Fair there. 4:01 left to go here in the second period. 3-2 for the Vaughan Kings. They're not leading in the shot department, but that was probably thanks to a bit of a slow start for them, especially with a ton of power plays for the Don Mills Flyers early in the game. But, the power plays have definitely been coming right back to the Vaughan Kings as they were able to capitalize on their only one so far. Lanny shot blocked in front of the net, rebound, and it's fired just wide. And it looked like there might have been a gaping cage there, but this game remains 3-2. Puck played down low. Trying to chip it out of the zone as the defender of the Don Mills Flyers. Now worked back. Lonnie fires a shot on net, and bit of an awkward save there, but turned away nevertheless there by Jayden Tang. Behind the net now, playing it out to the point. And trying to stay on the puck there. It's the Vaughan Kings as McIsaac is just going to have to let that one come out of the zone and fire it right back in. Puck played right back up through the middle, all the way down the ice. And not quite enough for an icing call. Backhanded up, Lonnie now gets it down the ice. Chasing are the forwards, McIsaac and Barrett. And Rago as well for the Vaughan Kings. Colella has that one chipped past him. A bit of a 2-on-1. Not quite. Puck flipped back to the middle. A shot there and just past the blocker side of Cole Stevens. Saroglou had a great opportunity coming into the zone. A nice job to work his way to the middle. And we're going to get a whistle with 2:31 to go here in the second period.
Well, it's often that you look towards the special teams unit to spark the play, but you don't usually expect it to be the shorthanded unit to do that. Vaughan Kings have been tremendous so far, 5-on-5, but it's a result of that goal that they scored shorthanded. They have been the better team so far, and they were trailing in the shot department for a bit, but they've evened things up recently, and they currently lead 3-2.
As Cole Stevens adjusts his goalie equipment between the pipes for the Vaughan Kings. It'll be for Joni against Lamanna. Lamanna opened the scoring for the Don Mills Flyers. They went up 2-0, but it's 3 consecutive goals for the Vaughan Kings, and, well, they're showing why they've been undefeated so far this season. Ferjoni versus Lamanna, and Ferjoni's going to win that draw. Throws it back behind the net. Colella flips that one back up all the way down the ice and covered up by Jayden Tang. .220 to go in the second period. Shots are 19-18 as we see Vaughan really close the gap in the shot department. Quite a bit of offense so far from both teams. It was a quiet first period, but 5 goals in the second. It's been an offensive show so far, at least in this period, as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the second period. Puck is chipped at the line. Edwards and Ferjoni are battling for it there. Now it's going to be dumped back in by the Don Mills Flyers. Gill comes on the ice, and he's making a beeline for the front of the net, almost finding a pass right out in front there. Vaughan will chip it out through the neutral zone. That pass is just too far for Streetsy, and now he'll duck a flying puck that goes all the way into the corner, and a line change here for the Vaughan Kings. Shot there and just past the glove side. Looked like that one missed the net. Back come the Kings the other way, entering through the neutral zone across the blue line. Pass back to the point, but it's just a little too hot there for the defenseman Geyer. Behind the net once again. Geyer with Lanny. Lanny will chip it up the boards once again. Supino. So the puck is flipped back to the middle. That pass just goes wide of the net. Don Mills with a little bit of offensive pressure here, and they're going to need it here. 51 seconds to go in the second period. Chipped back up. Saroglou. Shot to the middle right there in front of the net. Cummins had a great opportunity, but he couldn't quite pull the trigger. Stevens, a nice job to cover up the net there. Didn't give him anything to look at. Rago battling for it in the corner. Or that's fair. 25 seconds to go in the period. Still in the offensive zone for the Don Mills Flyers. Throw into the net high and wide, and that one's going to be up over the glass.
And Cummins going to be kicking himself. A tremendous opportunity in front of the net, the second-year man here in AAA. But so far, Cole Stevens, after giving up the first 2 goals to Don Mills, has been locked in. He has stopped everything that's come his way, and not all of them have been high-danger chances, but it's important to get into that rhythm, to stop the pucks that are coming at you, and it's allowed his offense to start clicking, and they lead the game right now.
Don Mills' philosophy in this game has definitely been trying to get pucks on net. As soon as they get into the zone, try and find the best opportunity you can and make sure that puck gets on net. 5 seconds to go in the period. One last shot. Colella's going to misfire on that one, and a 2-on-1 rush, but time is going to expire in this period. A bit of a late shot. 22-18, the shots on goal, but the score, 5 goals in this period, an offensive showing, but the Vaughan Kings certainly had a better second half to the period.
Tons of action, a lot of special teams play. We saw a power play goal from Don Mills to open the scoring on a beautiful tip from Lamanna, and then Gill on the second goal from Lamanna as well, but McIsaac trying to claw back for the Vaughan Kings, scored that first marker. And then we saw Martino with a power play marker for the Vaughan Kings to get themselves a push towards trying to get into a spot to tie it up before Supino with a rifle of a shot shorthanded that gave Vaughan the lead.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot on the one-timer, and credit as well on the Ben McIsaac goal. That was a great pass by Cole BARRETT right on the tape. Take a look at the stats here from this period. What are we seeing, Liam?
We're seeing the power play 1 for 4 and Vaughan 1 for 1. They've had the same number of goals, but the opportunities have been the disparity.
Well, here we go. After a flood, we're set to go here in the third period. 15 minutes for the Don Mills Flyers to try and even this one up or get themselves back into the game. As we're set for the draw right now, it's Cummins versus Ferjoni. Face-off is won by Ferjoni, and is going to be shot across the ice and able to gain the zone here are the Vaughan Kings. Puck flipped out. Lanny trying to defend an offensive player there of the Don Mills Flyers. Chipped all the way back behind the net. Possession with the Vaughan Kings once again. All the way back into the zone. Lanny will go to chase that one down. Martino in there to try and help him out. It looks like we're going to get another whistle. That one might have gone up into the bench area. So what does Don Mills need to do if they want to get back in this game against a strong team like the Vaughan Kings?
It's been tough 5-on-5. Vaughan has definitely controlled most of the possession. They need to do what they were doing earlier and converting on those sudden opportunities. We saw that 1-2 coming across on a broken play after Don Mills had had a lot of play running against them in their offensive zone. They need to look for those opportunities and take them where they present themselves if they want to tie this game up.
Jayden Tang is going to let that one go flying around the boards there as Cole Barrett throws that one to the middle. Rago! Ooh, he had an opportunity there. Nice stick there by the defenseman. The Don Mills Flyers chipped back in once again. Puck is stuck on the boards momentarily, trying to get that puck back to the D, you'd have to say, for the Vaughan Kings. A battle for it. I like to play the whole third period right here. It's still 3-2. The Don Mills Flyers have got to get some time in the offensive zone if they want to score this one. Nice move to the middle there by Rago. Shot up high on Tang. And Rago really showing off some skill there.
And so much time below the hash marks for the Vaughan Kings in this game. They've been working it around below the red line. They've found their opportunities out in front. Rago has definitely had the puck following him around in this game. He's had some great opportunities. Not a marker to show for it yet, but you have to think if the opportunities continue to present themselves, he'll bury one before this game is out.
Puck is flipped up around the boards. And a whistle right now for Joni is going to pick that one up, flip that one back to the ref. We've seen these two lines face off quite a bit in this game. Panacci, Lamanna, and Edwards versus Supino for Joni. And fair for Joni against Lamanna again. For Joni will win the draw once again. He's been great in the face-off dot so far. Puck chip just wide for Joni. Just about got a stick on that one. Now we'll throw it to the middle, and Jayden Tang just past his outstretched glove. Collision there in the corner. Fair was in there. Now it's throwing all the way back around. Once again, Kallela does a fantastic job of holding that blue line, and he'll do it once again. Now still kept in by the Vaughan Kings. Relentless pressure here, and it continues into this third period. Supino just stalking right there, waiting for the puck to come to him. For Joni. Sturge. Across to Kallela. Kallela fires a shot. It's going to go just wide. Looking for a tip maybe there. Sturge is going to have to get back on his horse and get on D. He does that. Rago in there to pressure that one. And Liam Anselmo Rago has been all over the place. Got to be due for one soon.
You'd have to think so. We saw him early in the first. The puck was following him around in his first couple shifts. He's had an opportunity between the hash marks recently in the third. And like I said earlier, you have to think at some point the dam is going to burst. He's going to be able to pot one for the Vaughan Kings because they've had so much pressure here against the Don Mills Flyers.
Yeah, and him as well. He's a leader on this team. He's a speedy player. We've seen him use that as well. He's not the biggest guy, but he's a guy with a ton of skill. And the Vaughan Kings are certainly happy to have him, and well, he's created quite a few offensive chances so far in this game. No goal yet. 12 minutes to go in the third period. 3-2 Vaughan Kings. Puck played down low, bit of offensive zone time here for the Don Mills Flyers, but now taken back the other way by the Kings. Playing back to the middle and throwing all the way back down the ice. Gill behind the net. Stevens lets that one go, and it's going to come all the way back out to the neutral zone. Now chipped back in. A battle for it right in the center of the ice at the Vaughan Kings logo. Thrown behind the net, Cole Stevens saw the offensive player and Edwards coming in there. Wisely stayed between the pipes. Back the other way come the Vaughan Kings. Into the zone, throw into the middle. Good defensive play there, but kept in by Ferjoni. Throwing down low now. Right to the middle, a chance, can't quite get it. coming back through the center of the ice, shot there and gobbled up there. The rebound control of Jayden Tang has been fantastic coming out in this third period.
Yeah, and he's had to be sharp so far because Vaughan has really been able to work the puck around throughout this game, and you can see a couple tired legs for the Don Mills Flyers. They're puck watching a little bit, and if they don't change that up soon, they're going to be caught flat-footed, and that's when opportunities end up in the back of your net.
Still a lot of time in this game. 3-2 Vaughan Kings, just a one-goal game. Give credit to Don Mills. They put up quite a fight here. Shot in front and a big glove save by Cole Stevens as the puck flipped up in the air. It was an opportunity for Don Mills to tie it, but they can't quite get a stick on it. Gill was right there at the side of the net. Down low once again, trying to play it around to Martino. Shot from the point is mishandled momentarily, a bouncing puck, and Stevens had to be sharp on that one.
What an opportunity for Don Mills. We mentioned earlier, they need those opportunities against the run of play because that's when they're going to be able to convert, and they're going to be kicking themselves for not being able to pot that one past Stevens.
Yep, that's one of those opportunities, and it's like the first period, right? The power plays are the opportunities. You got to hit the empty net. Obviously, that one a bouncing puck, maybe a bit of misfortune. Don Mills certainly had their chances to tie this game. There's still lots of time left. 10 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the third period. They're leading in the shot department. So they have been able to get the puck to the net. That's definitely a positive. As McIsaac and Barrett there trying to chip that puck in. Now it's flipped back out again. And a good hold once again. Kalela does such a fantastic job there on that right D. Lanny working within the corner. Don Mills trying to dig that one out. Lamanna is there. And he does a nice job to get it back to the defense. Tassopoulos out there now getting some time for the Don Mills Flyers. Flipped all the way back. Barrett's going to keep that one in at the line. Cole Barrett for Joni. In the middle again. McIsaac is there. Puck is going to be flipped back out. In the neutral zone, and no whistle. Thought there was for momentarily, but Rago's in the middle. Rago fires a shot, and it doesn't quite get through. Now a chance, and a great opportunity there for Streetsy, but couldn't quite get a handle on that rolling puck. The net was gaping wide open there beside Jayden Tang, Streetsy, Rago, and Jackson Mayo out there for the Vaughan Kings.
And a penalty coming up here for Don Mills. And, man, Rago has had the puck fall on him all game long, finding himself in between the hash marks. As we can see here, the infraction occurs along the boards. Oh, a massive hit. Maybe a little bit of puck fishing there, but fishing for loose change. Jackson Mayo lays a massive hit that he's going to be penalized for. And I'm not sure that's a smart penalty to take. We saw Vaughan take a couple penalties early, and Don Mills wasn't able to capitalize. But now their penalty kill is going to have to be sharp here, as with a 1-goal lead and 9 minutes left, Don Mills, another power play opportunity. You know, Coach Anthony Holyoke is going to be echoing the same message on the bench that they need to put this one into the back of the net past Stevens.
Well, Jackson Mayo definitely showing off that strength there, but just not quite in the right opportunity, as it's an opportunity for the Don Mills Flyers to try and get back in this game. 3-2 Vaughan Kings, and we'll see how their penalty kill does right now. Rago, Martino, Lonnie, and Sturge. Saroglou, Lamanna, Gill, Morelli, and Edwards out there. Has a chance once again. Martino! Oh, he fired that one just wide of the net. A gaping cage, and Martino was looking for his second of the game. Still an opportunity, though. He's still on the puck. Martino trying to work his way to the middle. Now a play back to the point. This is a great penalty kill right now, as Rago is going to get on it. Kill a little bit of time, make his way in the zone. Nice little move to the middle. Oh boy, and a whistle coming here. What's this one for? Take a look at the replay here, Liam.
Oh, I'm not sure what the call is there, but, I mean, Rago, we've mentioned it'll be Lamanna for slashing, but as I was saying, Rago, we've mentioned him so many times. I mean, 5-on-5 on the penalty kill, on the power play. His skill has been on display so far. We'll be 4-on-4 here, but, man, you have to think that Rago, after setting up that opportunity, maybe he wishes he would have shot that one instead of passing it across on the shorthanded opportunity, because he's been looking for a goal all night, and you have to think that either in this game or in the next couple of games, if his skill continues to show itself like that, he's going to find himself with a couple of goals.
Yeah, he's got some great hands there as Lanny is going to fire that one to the middle. 4-on-4 hockey right now, and for a guy like Rego, that's great for him. Lots of speed, more open ice. But right now it's for Joni, Barrett, Lanny, and Kallela right now trying to... Well, you have to imagine a goal here might be enough to put that one away. Still lots of time, though. 8 minutes to go here in the third period. 57 seconds of 4-on-4, and then it'll be a power play for the Vaughan Kings. Lanny bringing it in. Taken away there by Luecki. Playing it down low. Lee and Fraser are the defensemen out there. Shot fired to the middle, and it was up high for Joni, trying to put that one past Jayden Tang. That's a guy who hasn't found the score sheet yet tonight, but you'll see him definitely trying to pot a few in the future. He's one of the stronger players here on this Vaughan Kings team. Shot fired and a glove save by Cole Stevens.
Nice save going back across the body. The shot there trying to pick the right corner, but Stevens had himself square to the puck as he has been all game. His positioning has been great. He's been able to stop the rebounds, hasn't created a ton of opportunities on second chances for Don Mills.
Still 4-on-4 for the next 20 seconds. Played back to the middle now, and a nice job by Luciano Supino to pick that one off, get it back the other way, but he's going to lose the puck. That one's just past of Fair. Nathan Fair there for the Vaughan Kings. Played back to the middle once again. Morelli at the point fires a shot. That one's just going to go past the blocker of Cole Stevens, and now it's going to be a 42-second power play for the Vaughan Kings, and we'll see what they can do with this. An important kill for the Don Mills Flyers at this point in the game, and that'll help. A shot on net and covered up by Stevens.
A sudden opportunity there, as we could see that as the power play, or as the 4-on-4 expired, Vaughan moves to the power play, but Don Mills got a quick shot opportunity, and now they're going to have to kill a little bit more time on the power play here.
6:40 to go here in the third period. This power play crucial on the kill and on a goal for the Vaughan Kings, as now they'll break it out, try and set something up in the offensive zone as Cole Stevens had corralled that one initially. Played right to the middle. Jayden Tang, a nice job to keep the pad down, and now that one puck is going to just get past Geyer as he goes back to retrieve it. Geyer and Supino now, the two defensemen here on this power play. Not defensemen all the time, but on the power play they do a nice job. Supino moves back to the defense, right back through the middle. Rego working his way in. Once again on the puck. Playing it back to the middle, Supino, and the puck is chipped back in. Rego down low. Throwing it behind the net. Streetsy was there. Now it's past him. Trying to get out of the zone. Are they able to? Yes, they just are, and that's going to do it now for the penalty. And there's 5 minutes and 45 seconds for the Don Mills Flyers to try and even this one up as the puck is thrown right back through center ice. Back the other way come the Vaughan Kings. Streetsy still on it. The power play unit's still out there. Shot fired on net there by Lanny. Tipped up in front, and it's in the back of the net. Luciano SUPINO might have been the one on the tip there, but it was a shot by Lanny. And it's 4-2, Vaughan Kings.
Lanny, a tremendously intelligent player. He had a keep earlier in this shift. And here, you just throw the puck on and good things happen. A tip, and it lollipops up over the right shoulder of Tang. Man, a couple of unfortunate bounces so far for Tang. He's had some that he probably wants back, and not much he can do on that one. Supino on the tip. But again, Lanny, a tremendous job of holding the play at the blue line and just throwing the puck on, because when you put the puck on, good things happen.
It was a hard shot, but it was a tremendous set of hands there by Supino to just get that one up over the shoulder. Not sure if that's exactly how he envisioned it when he put his stick on it, but it certainly worked out well. And it's a tall task right now for the Don Mills Flyers to try and get back in this one. They could use a quick one, definitely. Christopher Lee trying to hold the line there, battle for it in the corner. Played back into the middle, shot there by Panacci, and Stevens is able to weather that storm, but barely as the puck squirted just out. Lee able to hold it on. Now played back to the middle. Cole Stevens, a blocker save there. Boy, he's been sharp in the late stages of this game. Once again, played to the middle. Trying to chip it through a couple of guys. There was the forward for the Don Mills Flyers, but now it's back the other way. Tripped up in the corner. Into the boards there. A bit slow to get up, and Edwards is going to be able to try and muscle that puck out of the zone. Not quite. And we get another whistle there. Lewecki was in there battling for the puck.
It's an important shift after a goal for Don Mills. You need to get a quick one here. You got 5 minutes and you need to tie this thing up before the period is out. Obviously, they've had their opportunities in short bursts, but you have to question how many more opportunities they'll get before the time runs out on them.
Yeah, that's a great point. And what a strong line Vaughan is putting out right here. Barrett for Joni and Rago. Puck is kept in. Gill, Cummins, and Saroglou. Top line there for the Don Mills Flyers. Getting a little bit more action. And if you're going to go to a guy right now for Don Mills, Gill, we know, has got the goal. He's got to be one guy you're looking to in this third period to at least try and get you back in it.
Well, he is, but I would think that Dylan Edwards in a situation like this is the guy that you probably want to turn to if you can't coach Anthony Holyoke, because, you talk to scouts, you talk to people around the organization. He is the guy. He's the number one option in terms of forwards. I would say you want him and Morelli out there as much as you can have them out there for this last 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely going to see them come out on the ice quite a bit. Morelli obviously offers quite a bit of offense from the defensive side of things for the Don Mills Flyers. And Dylan Edwards, a star on this team. Maybe a bit surprising we haven't seen him a bit more, trying to find the back of the net in this game, but it's still Gill, Cummins, and Saroglou out there. Back to the point once again for Joni, up through the middle for Joni. Fires a shot, that one's just wide. That was a booming shot there past Jayden Tang. Puck flipped out of the boards, just about held in by Cole Barrett, but he can't quite do it. For Joni's going to come into there to help out, wearing the C this game, and the arm of the referee is up, but it was for a delayed offside as Rago is going to get that one back to Cole Barrett. Barrett trying to work his way in, waiting for Joni. Now he fires it up high, shot in the middle, and Streetsy fires that one just wide for Joni. In the middle, working with the puck. No, that was Barrett. Now Barrett's going to go off for a change, get the lines back together, and a bit of a rush here for the Don Mills Flyers. Put back out Streetsy. Working his way in with Rago in the middle. Now Colella rips a shot, joining the rush, and the rebound was poked out in a dangerous area, thrown all the way down the ice. No icing, says the referee, as it's collected by the Vaughan Kings. Held in there by the Flyers, trying to get something going. 3 minutes. It certainly isn't over. The shots are 28-28. But Don Mills definitely needs to get something going, and that's not exactly how you're going to do it. A face-off in the offensive zone for the Kings.
Is it too easy to say that the next goal is important? I mean, if you're Vaughan, you put the game away 5-2, but if you're Don Mills, you give yourself a little bit of hope as you cut the deficit to just 1 goal, but they have to do it quickly as they're running out of time, and you, again, have to question how many more opportunities that they'll get against a Vaughan team who has been so strong 5-on-5 in this game.
Gill and Lamanna are the goal scorers. And a shot there, big pad save. And that's a good way to keep your team in it there. Jayden Tang puts the pad out.
And Tang has had his ups and downs. He's had a couple that maybe you'd think he would want back. Some that he probably thought he could stop, but a tremendous save there in less than 3 minutes. That's huge because you keep your team in the game and you give your bench a bit of a spark too, because obviously if your goaltender's playing well, you want to do well for your guy between the pipes.
Absolutely. Saroglou, Lamanna, and Edwards against not exactly the top line of the Vaughan Kings. Fair, Martino, and Jackson Mayo out there. This might be a bit of an opportunity to try and get some more pucks on net. See if they can't at least bring themselves within 1. Give them a chance to at least pull the goalie and have an opportunity. Puck played out to the middle once again. Fair fires a shot. That one's a stick save or maybe a blocker there by Jayden Tang. Back once again. Sturge trying to throw it to the middle, but it's going to be taken away now by the Don Mills Flyers. Back out through center ice. 2:22 to go in the third period. Played behind the net. Now breaking out of their own zone. A little bit of pressure here as we see Jessam hop on the ice. But a nice job of the neutral zone trap, you'd have to say, from the Vaughan Kings so far, as they just aren't letting the Don Mills Flyers get into the zone. Now they finally do, but don't quite have possession of the puck. Now played to the middle. Ooh, shot just chipped up high there. It was a nice play, and Gill was looking for his second of the game, but just fired that one high. Might have been a bit of a rolling puck there in front of the net. Cole Barrett now playing it back, backhanding it, looking for Joni. A chance the other way for the Flyers. Bit of a 2-on-3 as they're able to gain the zone. Plays it behind Stevens, diligently watching as Gill goes behind the net. On the puck in the corner, a battle for it.
Yeah, and you have to think, with the goaltender out now, Don Mills going to try to find an opportunity. It's Stevens with a big save. But, I mean, I'm a little bit surprised that Don Mills didn't decide to pull Tang a little bit earlier, as now you got 1 minute and 23 seconds and you're looking for 2 goals. I would have thought that maybe at the 2-minute mark you would have had a man out there for an extra attacker, but Forgione taking a minor penalty here. Don Mills has the opportunity 6-on-4. This is going to be fun.
I don't think they have the goalie pulled quite yet. Maybe they're waiting for a little bit of possession, we'll see, but yeah, Liam, certainly not much time left in this game. But a bit of an opportunity here, a little bit of daylight for Don Mills. A 2-minute power play, that'll take up the rest of this game, but they need 2. That's the only problem right now as they try to chip that one back in the zone. Lamanna played back out in the middle. Kept in at the line there. Trying to keep it in, chipping it up to the middle. A backhand opportunity to try and get out of the zone. Now here comes the 6th man as the puck is going to be played all the way down the ice. An empty cage, a battle for the puck, and Streetsy just couldn't quite get to that one. A nice defensive play there in the corner.
And the referee's arm is up there. And this might be a penalty coming against Don Mills that will knot things up 4-on-4. And unfortunately, it looks like this opportunity for Don Mills to try to get back into this game is going to go knocking.
46 seconds to go. Lamanna taking the penalty. That's pretty much going to do it. 4-on-4 for 125. 4-2 Vaughan Kings, and interesting to note as well, they've now taken the lead in the shot department for the first time in this game, and well, Don Mills' philosophy the whole game was just try and get pucks on net, and that's exactly what they've done, but Cole Stevens has been up to the task for pretty much the whole game after the first 2 goals. It was a 2-0 game for the Don Mills Flyers. Things were looking a little bit bleak early on for the Vaughan Kings, but, well, a sign of resilience, you have to say, from them. 4-2 now, 28 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, and you know, with all those missed opportunities on the power play, Don Mills is going to look back at that first period and wonder what more they could have done to try to give themselves a bigger lead early on, as they had scored the 2, but just 1 coming on the power play after 4 opportunities, and they've seen a couple more opportunities pass them by. So you wonder how much that's going to sit in the back of their minds. Maybe they could have gotten this done with a little bit more efficiency 5-on-4.
This game winding down now. Puck played through the center of the ice. Chance for Don Mills maybe to try and at least get one more. Not quite. As we finish this game 4-on-4, the puck behind the net of Jayden Tang. Probably wants to have a couple of those goals back, but an offensive performance in the second period by both teams goes the way of the Vaughan Kings, and, well, a fantastic game for Vaughan as they stay undefeated.
Yeah, and Supino with 2 markers, 1 shorthanded and 1 5-on-5. Rego was a fantastic component so far, or in this game for the Vaughan Kings. I thought he was all over the puck. His skill shone through. He was creating a lot of opportunities, and if you're Don Mills, a start like this, still without a win, is not what you want. You're through a 2-year playoff drought already, and obviously losing to the Vaughan Kings here makes you fall to 0-4-1. It's a really tough spot to be in, and you question how many opportunities they should have converted, given how many they had.
Well, a 4-2 victory. Let's take a look at the scoring summary in the third period. And, well, for Luciano Supino, a couple goals back-to-back, and what a game for him.
Yeah, and a big tip there to mark the last goal for the Vaughan Kings in this one, but Lanny not to be overlooked, as he was a big part of that play, kept it in the zone, and then threw the puck on net, and Supino with a great set of hands tipping it up over the shoulder of Tang.
Take a look at the game summary, a 4-2 victory for the Vaughan Kings, and, well, they really had to battle through the penalty minutes.
It's not every game you see a team take 6 penalties, but, you know, obviously, if you're Don Mills, you look at that 1 for 6 on the power play, and you look across the score sheet at the Vaughan Kings, who were 1 for 2. You converted the same number, but those opportunities were sitting there waiting to be taken. Don Mills has to be disappointed with the way they handled 5-on-4.
Well, the Vaughan Kings remain undefeated in this GTHL season. From Thomas West and Liam Crothers, we'll see you next time on The 6 Hockey.